a personality shaped by being an athlete and a background in mainstream sports media, I found that the stories I was most interested in telling were the ones often overlooked, the ones that might not otherwise be told, the ones that show the intangible and not just the highlight reel. The Sports Council is about highlighting the great, the good, the unique, and everything in between in the Pacific Northwest sports world. I'm Jamie Council. Thanks for joining me.
You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, the Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Welcome to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. I'm Jamie Council, and we're joined by Sam Nunez of Chiawana girls soccer. It's a new season.
Yeah, it's got here quickly, man. Every year goes by faster, so it's a lot of fun, and we're enjoying it.
And you guys coming into this season were the ones that had the target on your back.
Yeah.
Back-to-back MCC champions, reigning district champions. First, let's run it back a little bit. How did you guys feel? Obviously, being back-to-back MC champions, awesome, district champions, a cherry on top, and then dropping in the first round of state. I guess, what were the feelings exiting last season?
Yeah, we enjoyed the success, and it was a fun ride last year, but I think we left with a little bit of a sour taste in our mouth just because we're competitive and we want to win, and it was a really tough loss in that first round to a really tough team who I think ended up going to the Final Four. So it was a great season and we enjoyed the ride, but we definitely wanted a little more. So we're back, ready to work, and it was a good year and a lot of that same group. So it's been fun, and we're just trying to get better every day. Tell
me a little bit. I love talking about it even though people forget. So I asked it before, but tell me a little bit about your background.
Yeah, so my background, I used to be a student here in these same hallways. Played varsity soccer here from 2010 to 2012. Went to college and then came back, and blessed to work here and to also coach here for the last 7 years. And we've had some great teams, some great athletes, and I'm loving every second of it. And just watching these kids grow. It's been a few now that I've cycled from freshmen to seniors, and that's like the cool part of high school, but it's also the bittersweet part because you grow a connection with them and then they move on. So it's been fun, and I've been enjoying the ride so far. So I think 7-8 years now coaching. Started in 2018, 17, can't remember exactly.
One of those. So you've been in the program for a while, and in the off season, you got to see a former Riverhawk win the championship at the professional level.
That
Summer
was incredible.
Yates.
Yeah. I think when we talked last fall, they were in the hunt, and then just to see them finish it and get the job done, that's incredible, and we're so proud of her, and she means a lot for this community and these girls. She's been in the locker room with those girls and congratulated them before, or encouraged them before. So we're so happy for her, and we hope she keeps going. And we know she's competitive just like us, so we want to keep reaching for more.
Iron sharpens iron.
That's
and
right.
Tell me a little bit about the motivation. What's being said? What is the Riverhawk soccer program built on?
Yeah, that's a great question. Our core values, I wanted to make it have something to do with the mascot. So SOAR, synergy, ownership, attitude, respect. Those are our core values and the things we want to embody in our everyday life. Synergy, just chemistry, the way we work together. Ownership, just everybody taking ownership. This is their team, their experience. So we want them to take ownership on the field and practice to be a leader. Attitude, just have a positive attitude, encourage others, and then respect, treat others with respect. But that's the Riverhawk way, at least in my eyes, and that's the core values we decided on. But, man, we want to be competitive. We want to win games. We want to be good in all phases. So we want to be strong in the attack, really strong defensively to give us a platform, which I think is something we've kind of hung our hat on these last couple of years. And, we just want to compete no matter who it's against. We've had some tough non-conference opponents this year, so it's been fun to test ourselves, and we're getting into the business end of it. So it's time to perform, but I'm excited about this group, and and we're just hoping to get better every day.
The business end of that.
That's right.
I like that. I might have to steal that.
I watch a lot of soccer, and that's what the talking heads say, so I'll say what they say.
Perfect. And let's talk about this year so far. So you did have some out-of-conference Skyline, a tight game there. And in preseason, even though it is an MCC opponent, a loss in double overtime to Richland. And then you also had a double overtime win against Southridge. So it's kind of the progression. So where do you feel like the Riverhawks are now at this point in the season?
Yeah, that's a great question. We had some great non-conference opponents. Some that you didn't mention were Mount Spokane and Meade from the GSL, and they were really tough. Mount Spokane is actually a 3A, but they're always like a contender. I think they were top 4 last year. So that was a great battle. We tied with them early in the season. And then we played Meade, who looked really tough as well. We snuck away with a win there, but we're pretty sure we might see them down the road. So it was great to battle with them. And then Skyview, out of the Vancouver area, great opponent. I think they were also in the state tournament last year, and they were tough, and we actually had the lead, and then it slipped away from us there at the end, but a great battle. So proud of our girls. That game was actually off of a game the night before against Hanford, so it was a back-to-back. We got there like a little late, had a shorter warm-up, and just a little bit of adversity we had to face, and we've had some injuries as well, but I was happy to see the girls compete and battle and have a chance to win that game, really, and so we're relishing the opportunity to have those kinds of games again here pretty soon, but we don't want to look too far ahead, we want to take it one game at a time and keep getting better.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to talk about the players on the Riverhawk program. When we come back, again, we're catching up with Sam Nunez, head coach of Chiawana Girls Soccer. You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Life happens. Lucky for you, ICCU has a new kind of checking account that comes with benefits that help you life better. Because being human is a full-time job.
Fall is in the air, and so is the sweet smell of your favorite Fair Time flavors. Krispy Kreme's Fall Fair collection is here from September 15th through October 5th, and it's everything you love about the fair without the lines. And with school back in session, it's the perfect time to schedule a fundraiser for your school, church, or group. Call us today and let Krispy Kreme help you raise some dough. It's all happening at Krispy Kreme, 2805 Duportel in Richland. Coming with a sweet tooth, leave with a smile.
Living in a rental shouldn't mean settling for poor-tasting tap water. With Soft Water Specialists, you can have pure, clean drinking water in your home, easily and affordably. Our countertop filtration system removes impurities, improves taste, and fits perfectly in any rental space. Plus, it can produce hot or cold water. No big installations, no hassle, just fresh, crisp water. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and love your water again. Soft Water Specialists. See why we have a 5-star rating on more than 600 Google reviews. Visit softwaterspecialist.com and love your water where you live.
This is the moment many car buyers wait all year for. The model year-end sales event is on at McCurley Chevrolet. As new Chevy models roll in, remaining 2025s need to move fast. It's the perfect time to trade in, save big, and grab a deal you won't see again till next year. These are the offers people plan around. Get here before they're gone. Experience the model year-end sales event at McCurley Chevrolet. Your way home.
If you've got a winery, brewery, or dairy, why buy industrial parts and supplies from across the country? Central Industrial Sales is your local source for supplies and equipment for the dairy, food processing, winery, and brewing industries. We specialize in custom fabrication, industrial cleaning equipment, sanitary fittings, valves, pumps, chemicals, and many other supplies. Everything's available through our website, by phone, or by dropping by our office. Call 509-375-4032 or find us at centralindustrialsales.com.
You're listening to Jamie Council on the Sports Council.
We're back on the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. We're talking Chiawana Soccer of the Mid-Columbia Conference, joined by head coach Sam Nunez. And that back-to-back MCC champs, reigning district champions. We talk about the highs and lows so far through the early goings of this season, and let's get into the team. We've done this before. Usually go position by position. We'll start in the back between the pipes.
Really strong back line that we've brought back, especially with our goalkeeper.
Yep.
She's a 4-year starter, Addie Tensmeyer. And before I get into players, we also had an awesome coaching addition. It's actually Addie's father, Pete Tensmeyer. He's been incredible to work with, and I think that's made us stronger as well. So we've got Pete working with me on the day-to-day on troubleshooting and trying to make us better in any little margin we can. So that's been awesome. And then, his daughter Addie, who's been a 4-year starter, just solid presence and leadership in the back line as that goalkeeper, and she sees the whole field in front of her. So she's been awesome. And then we go into the back line. We've got Kalina Barbosa, who's a D1 commit to Idaho. Mm-hmm. She's been outstanding this year. There's times where we throw her up and get her into our attack just because she's so dynamic and athletic. So she's kind of our wild card. We can do whatever we want with her and play the matchups a little bit. But she's phenomenal. And then Amaya Garcia has stepped up this year. She played a little bit of midfield last year. She's a junior. And she stepped up this year and played that center back partnership with Kalina. And that's been huge because she's really good on the ball. And that's what we wanted to fill in those shoes of what we lost with Taylor, who's playing at Central D2. Yeah. Really good on the ball. And Amaya's doing a fantastic job. So she's a junior. And then outside on the fullbacks, we have a little injury with Macy Smith, but she's been a rock solid player for us for 3 years. She's a junior. And just recently she picked up an injury. So she played a lot of minutes there, but she's trying to heal up right now. And it's kind of been a little bit of a platoon there. We got Addie Bunger, who's a sophomore and stepped up huge this year, and she's been playing the bulk of the minutes there on one side. And then at the other side, we've been rotating a few players. So we've got Evie Espindola, who we recently started playing there, Mimi Sanchez, a freshman who's been playing there, a little bit out of position, not natural for her, but doing the best to learn it. And then sometimes we even put one of our strikers, Sawyer, there. So it's a platoon swap there, but it's been good, and that's our foundation and our platform to give everyone else the opportunity to go attack.
Yeah, and you guys play a 4-4-2?
We're playing a 4-2-3-1 this year, and sometimes we'll switch it up and change it a little bit. But we've got that back line of 4, 2 pivots, 3 attacking mids, and then a striker up there. So a little different than what we've done the past couple of years, but really been enjoying the stability of it, especially defensively, as we were talking.
Let's move to the next level up as you have a lot of players that are really dynamic that you can probably put in the outside back position. But I guess let's continue moving up the field.
Another rock solid part of that formation is those 2 pivots that sit in front of the back 4. Yeah. And that's been another 2 sophomores that have stepped up huge this year. Really proud of them. Nicole Mills is kind of we kind of have a nice, they complement each other really well. Yeah. One of them's kind of a bruiser, go get into tackle. She's a big, strong physical presence if you watch her. And then Arissa's the more finesse, get me on the ball, play, make, connect, and get things going. So it's a nice partnership. And they're both sophomores that played a little bit for us last year and this year have really stepped up to play huge minutes. So they've been a great foundation for us to platform as well. So really proud of those 2 sophomores. In front of them, we have playing at the attacking mid position is Lindsay Sanchez, and she's more of a mainstay name that people might know. She's been a starter, I think, for 3 years and really played a lot her freshman year as well. And she's a captain this year. And Lindsay's been phenomenal. Pretty sure she'll be committing somewhere soon. And she's super silky on the ball and creative. And she's kind of that playmaking 10 there in the middle that connects the back to the front. So that's the midfield right there, those 3. And it's been a great partnership, really getting good things out of them.
That brings us to the forwards.
Yes, to the forwards. So out wide, we kind of got wide 10s, wings. They have to be a little dynamic in the way they play. And we've got Sawyer Chubb, who played a lot last year and came on late in the season, becoming an impact player for us. She's made that right side her own. And then on the left side, sometimes we've been switching up things up, but lately it's been Miley Anderson a little bit, and she's also probably the best goal scorer in the league, as I've mentioned before. She's a 4-year starter, I believe, if not 4 years, 3 years, and she'll be committing somewhere as well. Super dynamic, dangerous. When she has the ball, it just attracts attention, and so we've been playing her off on that sideline to kind of open things up in other areas. So she's been great there. And then her sister, Bailey Anderson, another sophomore who's made a huge leap, and she's been starting up top at striker. So just a great group, a great 11 that's competed really hard. And then we've got girls off the bench that are just waiting for their opportunity to make an impact as well. So it's been a lot of fun, and those girls, especially those sophomores, have made huge leaps, you know.
Yeah, and that's how you can continue to keep it going in the program. And it's funny because you talk about Anderson, and that's a name that you see a lot, whether it's, you know, a 2-goal game, and just the other day, it was the assist and the goal.
Yeah. Like I said, she's just dynamic in the attack. And we've been talking to her a lot about it. If people are throwing 2-3 numbers in you, then it's time to be a playmaker, you know, and get others involved and just make the right soccer play. And she has the high IQ and intelligence to make those plays, and it's just developing that playmaker role instead of always just the finisher role, you know.
Yeah.
But she's been phenomenal. Like I said, she's one of the most dangerous players in the league, and when we're scoring goals, most of the time she's involved some way or another.
Yeah, and I also, whether it be sister assisting the sister scoring, I think that's what I was getting at, but it does go both ways.
Yeah, if you look at the stat sheet, they're both combining and having fun, and I enjoyed a little bit of that when I was a player myself, so I know they're enjoying every moment.
Yeah.
We've had a few other girls that have had sisters on the team before, so I hope they enjoy those moments because they're special, and they'll look back on it and wish they could do it again, even just one more game, you know. But yeah, Bailey's been phenomenal as well, and that's what we need. We want to be dynamic in the attack, and sometimes your best defense is your attack. So if we can score a lot of goals, that's going to help us, you know.
This year, you guys have had some adversity, whether it's, like you said, playing games back-to-back, playing really tough out-of-league opponents, and also injury, which it forces you to find depth, but then it also doesn't necessarily always put your best 11 on the field. So in terms of that, what have you learned about yourself this season to be the best team once it gets down to it?
Yeah, I think just adapting to the situation for sure. We played 2 tough games that you mentioned earlier. One against Richland that we dropped in double overtime, and we felt we had, you know, that game by the scruff of the neck, and then one set piece at the end, and that's soccer. You know, if you don't finish your chances, it can bite you at the end. So that was a great battle to be a part of. Obviously, those non-conference games we talked about, and then even Southridge, you know, we had already played them once, and it was a super hungry team that second time. They played us a different way, defended us really well, and we had to adapt and just be patient and find that goal-scoring opportunity. So, yeah, I think every game, what we've learned is every game is going to be different. Every situation is different. Whether you have different players because of injuries, whatever it is, you got to adapt and find a way to just, you know, come up with solutions. That's what it's about. Working together to solve the problem, to score a goal, to get that assist, to break that defensive line, whatever it takes to get the win, you know. They're not always pretty, but they all count the same.
A win is a win.
They all count the same, so we want them all.
Absolutely, and it's hard to beat to a team twice in a row, and you guys will get your chance at Richland on the 16th. But
it's gonna be fun.
Tonight, you guys have Kamaiak, and you beat them at 3-0 the first time around. And right now, they're ranked higher than you in the RPI, which I know technically means nothing, but that's my job to point that out. So what's the game plan?
Yeah, they're always super tough. They got a lot of young players this year, and they were tough that first game. It was a 3-0 scoreline in our favor, but the scoreline doesn't always tell a story of the game, you know. And so we're not looking at the past games or even our last game. We're always just trying to get better one game at a time. And so we know they're going to throw their best at us. And I've said it before with you on here, but I think obviously we respect our opponents, but we're always looking at the things that we can do, and we want to implement our style of play. And so every day out here, we're working on patterns, different in-game scenarios that we can look to exploit and use out there, utilize on game day, and you know, just kind of impose our will on opponents. That's what we want to do. But definitely we take a look at the film. Always, that's part of what we want to do as coaches and as players. We've had a few film sessions. We'd like to get some more. But yeah, this stretch of games is going to be tough, and it's coming up. It's going to be fast and furious, and it's going to be really, like I said, the business end of the season. So it's time to go cash the check.
Such a fun program to watch. Why should people watch Riverhawk girls soccer?
Oh man, I think we just have a great environment. As coaches, we try to be super positive and just put really entertaining teams out there. And that to me is both sides of the game. Super strong defensively and strong in the attack. And we want to win games, and at the end of the day, that starts in the training ground and the off-season work these girls put in. That's something that's been a pillar of our success, and so we want to continue to do that. But yeah, Riverhawks soccer, if I had to sum it up in a word, we want to be just fun to watch.
Thank you so much for your time. I always love having you on the show.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming out.
Again, Sam Nunez, head coach for Chiawana girls soccer. You're listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Life happens. Lucky for you, the new ICCU Central Plus checking account comes with benefits, including cell phone protection.
Wait, through my ICCU checking account?
That's right. Along with a whole lot of other benefits you might need. Because being human is a full-time job.
If you've got a winery, brewery, or dairy, why buy industrial parts and supplies from across the country? Central Industrial Sales is your local source for supplies and equipment for the dairy, food processing, winery, and brewing industries. We specialize in custom fabrication, industrial cleaning equipment, sanitary fittings, valves, pumps, chemicals, and many other supplies. Everything's available through our website, by phone, or by dropping by our office. Call 509-375-4032 or find us at centralindustrialsales.com.
Fall is in the air, and so is the sweet smell of your favorite fair time flavors. Krispy Kreme's Fall Fair collection is here from September 15th through October 5th, and it's everything you love about the fair without the lines. And with school back in session, it's the perfect time to schedule a fundraiser for your school, church, or group. Call us today and let Krispy Kreme help you raise some dough. It's all happening at Krispy Kreme, 2805 Duportail in Richland. Coming with a sweet tooth, leave with a smile.
This is the moment many car buyers wait all year for. The model year-end sales event is on at McCurley Chevrolet. As new Chevy models roll in, remaining 2025s need to move fast. It's the perfect time to trade in, save big, and grab a deal you won't see again till next year. These are the offers people plan around. Get here before they're gone. Experience the model year-end sales event at McCurley Chevrolet. Your way home.
Hi there, it's me, the water boy. Are you tired of water that doesn't taste or smell right? Woo! At Soft Water Specialists, we can remove contaminants and odors, leaving you with better tasting water. Your appliances will last longer, your clothes will be softer and brighter, and your skin and hair will feel incredibly clean. And right now, get 0 down and 12 months same as cash on all our water systems. To transform your water from H2O no to H2O yeah, call Soft Water Specialists today.
Listening to the Sports Council on 1340 ESPN, the Tri-Cities leader in sports.
Miley Anderson, senior and forward.
Kalina Barbosa, senior and then center defender.
So you guys are the team to beat coming into this season, back-to-back MCC champions, reigning district champions. How did that feel stepping in, knowing that this would be a big year for you guys?
Personally, for me, I feel like we always kind of come into our seasons knowing that we're going to be at the top, I guess. So we always just try to do the same thing. We take it game by game, and we always just try to practice our hardest and always prepare for the worst.
I'll go off of that. I'll say we kind of always know that we have a target on our backs and that people are going to try to come after us. So we just have to higher our expectations and then just perform as best as we can.
This season, you've had some really good things, and then you always have to work through things. Obviously, the point is to be the best by the end of the season. That's just the name of the game. So what have you guys felt that you've made the most strides, improved the most on so far this season?
I think our connecting, I feel like at the beginning of the year, we were struggling a little bit to find feet or see what the other player wanted, but I think now our chemistry is better and now we kind of know what the other player is wanting, so I think that has helped us a lot.
Yeah, I also agree. I feel like always coming into a season, it's always kind of hard connecting just because we do have a lot of new starters and we are losing a lot of people from last year, so just kind of getting that team chemistry back together after a long summer and a long months back, it definitely was hard, but we got it together.
And then for you, how does it feel just to be able to convert those plays into goals. It's an art of goal scoring. I played soccer. How does it feel just to be able to get those results?
It feels really great being able to help out the team. I mean, getting assists are also great, but getting the goals in definitely feels good, especially when it's in a big game. It feels like you really impacted it, and it just feels like, I guess, good. It's a good feeling.
And how about playing with your sister?
It's really fun. We definitely have some moments where, we'll yell at each other, but I would never, take it back. I love playing with my sister, and it's a great experience, and I know I'm going to miss it.
Yeah, well, how is she having your sister? Do they get into it?
Yeah, especially in games, practices, everywhere. I'm always like you guys love each other, so we just gotta keep pointing that out. But it's definitely a love is out there, you can tell. So, but it's passionate out there.
Yeah, love and fight like your family.
Yeah, for sure.
And goals for this season, is that something that you guys have discussed, or are you just taking it game by game? What's the mindset?
We are taking it. We've told ourselves, don't look too far ahead. Just take it day by day, play by play. That's all we can really do. And that's all we've been saying to each other. Just little things, little by little, it'll come.
Sam really focuses on that at the beginning of the season. He always just tells us, take it game by game, don't look forward, just look at your next game. And if something did happen, we just get past it and keep going, and we just want to keep working our best. Our practices are really intense, so we just always try our best to get to the next game and do what we can.
For you guys, don't want to look past this season, but I am going to ask what's next for you guys?
For team-wise, obviously we're looking for districts and state playoffs. For my personal self, I definitely want to go play in college, and I know Kalina is too. So.
Yeah, I'll be playing at the University of Idaho, so I'm really excited for that. Nervous as well, but the only thing I can do right now is keep getting ready for that opportunity. I'm excited.
Idaho is a great program, finished second in the Big Sky last season. What made you decide to want to go to Moscow to continue being a student as well as an athlete?
I really like their facility. They have that dome there.
Kibbe Dome?
Yeah, so I like that all the home games will be inside. And then the players are just really welcoming, and they're competitive as well, so I love that from a team. Just the players, the coaches are great too, so just everything.
For you, your style of play, what made you fit in to be a Vandal?
I'd say just watching how they play and talking to them, they like to move the ball around, not just boot it and run on top. So especially from a defensive spot, building out is a big thing, so I really like hearing that from them.
What are you planning on studying?
Right now, I'm kind of leaning to exercise health science, and then backup is just business. So I feel like you can't go wrong with that. It's kind of a broad, but yeah.
What about you? What do you plan on studying?
I don't really know yet. I want to go into law enforcement, so I might study psychology just as a backup plan. But yeah, I'm definitely looking to play in college. I have a couple options right now, but I'm kind of just trying to weigh them out and see where it takes me. So I'm not really rushing it, but at the same time, I need to figure out what I'm going to do.
Yeah, but enjoy the season while it's here. And speaking of the season, tonight you guys are playing Kamiak, and they've seen you. You guys got the 3-0 win the first time around, but this is when it counts, when it's business time, as Sam would say. So what are going to be the keys to the game in the game against Kamiak?
I think for us, we just need to go into the game humble and just knowing that we need to work our hardest. And also, we've been working a lot on connecting and just passing around and not rushing it up the field, because I feel like in the past we kind of struggled with just kicking it up. So we're just trying to possess and then find the right moments to get up and get forward. And then especially for the forwards, just finishing the ball, because we have a lot of opportunities that we create. We just need to be able to finish them.
Kind of going off that, I say just playing our games, not panicking at all. The goals will come, I think, as long as we stay composed and then just playing with each other, motivating each other especially. And then I think everything will just kind of flow, and then the game will happen. Hopefully we end up with a win.
Why should people come out and watch Riverhawk girls soccer?
Because it's fun. It always is fun. It's a good battle every game, whoever we play. So everyone should definitely come out.
Yeah, I feel like we always create an intense atmosphere. We have a lot of great players. I feel like we connect really well, and so it's kind of fun to see when you see a team connecting and being able to play with great chemistry. So I think overall we're just a fun team to watch.
Well, thank you so much for your guys' time, and best of luck this season.
Thank you so much.
Well, that wrap up this week's show of the Sports Council. Thank you for joining me on 1340 ESPN, your Tri-Cities leader in sports. A reminder, the Sports Council happens 4 times a month, 11:30 a.m. on Thursdays. But you can listen to this show not just over the airwaves at 11:30 on Thursdays, but also on demand at 1340ESPNradio.com via podcast. Wherever you get your podcasts, just search for the Sports Council, and it's also available via YouTube. So lots of ways to listen to the Sports Council and support our local sports community. I'm Jamie Council. Now we go back to your originally scheduled Seattle sports programming.